Welcome back in, legends. Thanks for watching all the videos this week. There's so many of them, obviously, in concession there, so thanks again. Anyway, I forgot Shaun Lane, so we need to speak about him very briefly as well. Obviously, his situation there at 531k. The big thing for him is that we've only seen it with one good score. So 44 was solid. He's priced at 38. Look, if he averages 44, it's fine, but it's not great. So we've had a 31 and a 20 outside of that big 54 on the weekend. He's got a 44 with a big try as well. First game, he's gone over 30 tackles and he had no misses in this one, and he had 5 the week before. So if he comes out and has an error, doesn't have a turnover tackle like he did in this one, misses a couple of tackles, he's easily, a chance of going back into the 40 mark. And in that case, I do want to watch him for one more week. So that's my theory on him. You can jump on if you like. He did get 20 the week before, so that wasn't great. He could easily go back to a mid-30s or something, and if he gets a mid-30s, he doesn't make any money. He's priced at 38. He'll lose money over the next few weeks if that's where if he keeps scoring somewhere there. So that's the thoughts on Lane. But sorry, I did forget that one there. Thanks to this account. I'm not sure if they are alive, if it's a real account, but YouTube will be so boring without your videos. So there you go. Thank you very much. Get YouTube views is the name. Anyway, let's answer some questions here. We're going to get into 3 teams as well for this one. So short and sharp, hopefully there. Blake says, would you buy Hopgood, Murray, or Carrigan? Lean towards Hopgood due to round 13 and not as likely for Origin. He's the only one that's not guaranteed for Origin, so I see that as a good, a solid one to look at, Blake. If it would be Hopgood and then it'll be Carrigan, because Murray has to buy in round 7, so that's probably the way I'd look at it. I would personally go for Carrigan and then potentially sell him in 13 because we have a long enough runway now. If it's in like round 6, 7, 8, I'm not looking to get anyone unless their name is Hynes or Cleary, the best scorers in our game. I'm not looking to buy anyone that's going to play Origin, definitely, in that scenario. So that's where I'm at. What's everyone's thoughts on carrying Fogs, SJ, Galvin through to the end of Origin and trading for Cleary or Hynes then? It's definitely an alternative strategy, Damon, but it wouldn't be the worst thing at all. Fogs is great, SJ is great, Galvin's great as well. So that's the situation we find ourselves in the halves. There's so many, and you can only carry so many through round 13 to round 19 there. Tupanua plus Hynes for Grant and Holmes. Do not sell Hynes. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, I won't like that one. I'll say don't sell Hynes. Yep. Just like Yellow Fella said in that one. Thank you. Gone for KPP and Talangi. Was keen to get Gutho instead, but went for the cheaper option to guarantee myself Nico next week. That's a terrific option, and it's something that I'm speaking to a few of the guys in the private group with the questions that they have, and a lot of them have ended up, they've thought about it, and then I've kind of confirmed it's a good idea to keep a bit extra money in the bank for next week. If you're really set on Hynes, then grab him next week, leave that extra bit of cash. And Talangi's the only cash cow at the moment, so it's very important to make sure you get on those guys that have the ability to make a little bit of money, or hopefully a lot of money. And he seems the strongest to be able to do that this week, so that's the theory. Dilemma over who to trade for Jaden Campbell, Blaze or Gutho. Who to trade in. I think Blaze is number 1, then Gutho, then Campbell, in my opinion. Already have Hopgood and plan to get D-bags this week. Is 4 eels too many? 4's max, I think you want. At this stage, love the value gamble on Campbell. Blaze seems profitable, potentially risky beyond this week. I don't think he's risky beyond this week at all. He's got this spot. He's a good player. Gutho seems profitable plus safest. Yeah, I think that's definitely the case in that one. Have neither Cleary nor Hynes. Thinking of grabbing Hynes next week. Well, if that's the case, then Blaze seems to be your best way to do it. Mark there. Hey, mate, any advice if you have any money to buy back Cleary, but you have Nico and Galvin and Strange on your side? I will only have Strange left available in the halves for this round. Who do you just suggest I'd buy, and should I leave Nico on bench if I also have enough money to have Cleary and Hynes when they return? So you obviously don't have a Fogs, a Brown, or a Hutchison. In that case, I do think that Fogarty is a really good guy to have over that period. Otherwise, Dylan Brown. And unfortunately, without a half this week, I don't want you playing with 16, and you may have to forgo, what do you got? Have Nico and Galvin. Yeah, you might have to just leave Cleary out now and just get one of Fogarty, or I do think that him or Brown is going to be the play, and then you just run with him, Nico, and Galvin through the next couple of months, which will be cool. Don Dub, bringing in Angus Crichton and Aaron Clark. Frisky and nuts, but it makes fantasy more fun. Keep up the good work, also. Thank you. Good luck. I'll just give you the good luck symbol there. That one is full on. I do think Aaron Clark's a better buy than Crichton, but yeah, that's that. Clark, choose for the info, mate. Out of Satilli and Chan, who do you think I should get rid of first? I personally think Satilli, if you have 17. Satilli, if you have 17, is the play. So let's get into one of the teams right now, and then we'll get back to some questions. So, all right, a bit of buy planning there on that side. Let's get into this one. He just sent me his team and asked if I could provide any feedback. So right now he has Galvin out in the top 13 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 other outs there. So 5 in total. Needs to make at least one trade to field 17. Has Satilli in the squad, so that's an interesting one. 26k in the bank. We need to get a Blaze Talangi into this side. So an easy one for that. Obviously holding Cleary right now. Think it's very easy in this scenario to continue holding him. So if Satilli goes to Blaze, that's 130 odd K in the bank. You could then go Piakura up to, look, if you wanted to go for an Aaron Clark, that could be, an interesting one for sure. You could hold Satilli this week and just go the singular trade of, a Chan to Talangi, and that gives you 17 on the park as well. They're probably the only two options I'd look at personally. You could go Kotrick as well and hold Chan, and hopefully he earns his spot back if you want to do that as well. So it's a bit of an awkward one if you wanted to go Satilli and Piakura. Doesn't really work. It kind of gives you that 500k, which there's no real clear options under 500k. There's a few risky ones in Clark and the like, but unless you're selling Cleary, that's probably the only one I'd suggest, mate. Just the one trade, and that means you've saved a couple of trades for this one, which is pretty cool, and very helpful at that. All right. Got 2 more to go on this front. Let's go for one more before we get back into some questions and then get to Junior's team. So overall rank here, 5,200, which is cool. Used the 2 trades already. Hey, mate, had a shocking week, like all of a 610. Oof. So that really hurt. So you're actually in a pretty good spot before that. Glad we're all in the same boat. Lots of buys, lots of sells, and not enough trades. Got 235 in the bank. Current trades, not final. A Hosking into a Picky to Blore and Johnson. I'm worried about the Blore trade, mate, to be honest with you. He scored a little bit low. He's got a high break even. We don't know how he looks. In the trials, that one trial, he wasn't great. In the game, that first game he played in round 3, wasn't a super ideal as well. So I'm worried about the Blore trade in. And I prefer you in this side with no Karaz, only sitting there with, you've got 3 dogs. I'd probably go for, Josh Curran at that price point, to be honest, mate. But up to you on that one. Johnson's a great trade in. Happy with that for sure. Players of interest of the week: Crichton, Ponga, Gutho, Talangi, Brown, Ikatoa, Eli Katoa, Simonson, Johnson, Blore, plus more. Yeah, okay. In that scenario, Gutho is probably your best at that price point, but you do have a lot of wing fullbacks, and probably not super ideal if you grab another one when you've got 4 centers in your team as well, so you probably don't need another wing fullback. In that scenario, I'd personally look at someone like Curran to fix, to help out with your edge. But you're pretty set up top in the mids as well. So overall, I'm glad you brought in Johnson. That fixes up your halves a little bit. But a pretty well-balanced side, which is good. Hosking to Brown or SJ. Yeah, you've got SJ, which is cool. Tuapiki, others sells to Talangi. Yeah, that's the only one you don't have at this point. You could go, if you wanted to, mate, you can hold Hosking and just get Talangi from one of your cheaper guys and go Tuapiki up to like an Eli Katoa. If you wanted to go him, like that could work, I think. We'll work that out, but that's the play there. Hosking into a Picky to SJ and Blore, Crichton, Gutho. Anything else you can think of? Yeah, I hope that helps the options that I've got there. Best of luck, JB. Hoping for bounce backs for all our sakes. Yeah, thankfully, personally, I got over 700 this week, but you're still ahead of me in the rankings. So thanks for sending that in. I'd probably look at, Curran. If you have enough money to go for Eli Katoa, then that's cool as well. In that edge position, because that's probably the main focus for this side. So thank you for that. Let's get to a few more questions before we get into this document. Thank you, Legend. We're going to do some scrolling in that one. The Ultimate New Zealand Warrior, 11,900 is where we're at. Okay, Clark, we got that one there. Frankie, all right, let's get that a bit closer. Do I do Chan to KPP and Cotter to Talangi? No longer have Cleary and want to trade Hutcho to Gutho next week. Currently have 139 in the bank and coming 32.41. I really don't think Cotter's the play, mate. Is there another way you could get, KPP and Talangi? Maybe leave a little less in the bank, and then you could use Cotter to trade to Gutho next week. Maybe something like that if you're done with Cotter. Yeah. If you're thinking of trading Cotter next week or in the next few weeks, then I do understand, but it seems a little bit of a weird one to trade Cotter out. Because basically what you're doing here is Chan to Talangi, fairly well straight swap, but then you're doing Cotter to KPP, and I don't know if that's the correct trade. So that's my thoughts on that one. I'll watch video for the answer on that one. Fun stat, Pappy, Grant, Munster, Hughes, first game together ever? Wow. Is that true? That can't be true. I love it, but it can't be true. I'm trusting you in that, Butcher, and if he's a bust, I'm going to find you. Holy moly, look here. Well, thankfully he has enough of a bank of scores that hopefully I don't get smashed there, but I'm expecting a 40 from him if I do trade him in. Would I get rid of Taylor May or Morgan Smithies? I'm giving Taylor another week as well. More boom than Smithies. Yep, agree below. Agree below. So that's that one. Fun one. I'm going to get found out. How good. KPP or Curran only can afford one after trading out Lussick. Compared to KPP, Curran got better buy schedule, especially during major buy rounds. Sure, but I do think KPP. Just. Not app. Okay. All right, that's that. Andrew, I have Walsh and Teddy I could sell to get Hynes and Cleary. Just sell Walsh. Keep Teddy. Teddy's gone. Is it too early in the season to death ride certain players that I can't get to? Also, yet another fantasy site has some stats around last week's captains and trades, which viewers might find helpful, interesting. Yeah, let's get it up there for those that aren't sure, so we can learn. Get on here, guys, and help support the website here and buy them a coffee. That'll be super helpful there. It's a great site here. So round 4 stats. It's called Yet Another Fantasy Stats Site. So yafss.com. Type that in and you'll get all these stats. So it just filters it by the top 1,000 is what he looks at. If you try and change it, it doesn't really work properly up anyway. It can go down to top 100 and stuff, but top 1,000 is a good little number to work through. But it shows the average score of the top 1,000, the median score there. So 779 was the average. Tells you how many, what the salary cap is available, and then average team value there. So salary cap is total, team value is what they have before the bank, so it's got the average bank there as well. And the average trades left coming into this week at 30.8. Shows you the captaincy stats there as well from last week. It was 33% for Nico Hynes. That's why we, if he went a bit low, us non-Nico Hynes owners would have, scored a little bit better. Turbo had 9.1, Isaiah Yeo 10.8. So they were the top 3 with Carrigan 8.9, Fogs 8.1. Shows you how many trades were used, 93.5%. Shows you the exact trades, the popular trade-ins. Last week, Talangi getting 203, KPP 194, and that'll be similar numbers I think this week as well, with the popular trade outs being Cleary 666 of the top 1,000 traded him out in that week. And that shows you all the positions as well and the highest averages from those positions and from last week, I believe, unless it's furthering on from that. But mid and half showing that they're the dominant positions at the moment. Edge a little bit low, unfortunately. There's not a lot of great options. That's why it's low. Hooker at 44, wing fullback 41, center at 30, with the interchange outdoing the centers and the edges. So tough ones at that. But it's a cool site to look at, guys, if you're interested. Definitely too early. Surely you can work up to them. I think in that one. After the first minute, I was just like, I'm holding Cleary and Hynes. Cleary believed to be 50-50 this round. 2 weeks he'll be itching, and teams after a bye win. Gets Tigers, can't have them all, but I'm targeting those with cut price cuts like DCE, Brayley, SJ, and then Haas, a no-brainer. Yeah, for sure. If I've got KPP, Salmon, and Chan already, then is it okay to get rid of Pikura and Tupinoa for Dylan Brown and Talangi? Yeah, I think so. I think it's okay, but may need to trade in an edge. That's my theory on that one. Another great video. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you, Money Marv. Last 2, Edas, thank you for commenting. It's pretty cool if you get the love heart symbol if you comment lots. So thank you. Thoughts on talent to Talangi will give me 365 in the bank. It works if you want Hynes next week. That's cool. I'm going to give him another chance. I'm going to give him another Chan. Last one, hey mate, Hell Cleary. Last week we needed halfback, so Cleary to Fogs, then Chan to KPP. That's nice. Yeah, lock it in. Go for it. Good stuff. All right, that'll do for the questions. I'll reply to everyone else after that, but you're all legends. I've got a lot of questions, but yeah, thanks so much for throwing them in there. I try my best to get back to as many as I can. Alrighty, let's go to the last team analysis. JB, you are the shizmos there. Thank you very much, Junior. You're a legend as well. I've used one trade, Chan to Talangi. Should I get Latu Fainu instead of Talangi? No. So Fainu off the bench. Looping, Karaz, and Salmon because they're shit. Cavalry is Burbo and Sully, but they're just as shitty. Any other suggestions? Yeah, cool. Yeah, just to make sure that I think Karaz, hopefully can go all right this week, but it is against the mighty Roosters. Is it time to drop kick Sully, Karaz, Salmon? Karaz, Salmon, hold. Sully's closer. Burbo closer than that. Cusbutter knows I want to real bad. The betrayal. Yeah, they'll be fine. I'll get there, hopefully. Been full trading every week, except this week I'm worried about trades left. That's cool. One works well. Is AFB a lazy son of a bitch? Nah, I think he's got some issues at the moment, so hopefully he comes back this week and gets some minutes. Hopefully he's fine. Hold for now. You've got Flegler doing well. That's good. Captain Terrell. Yeah, just hold. Tail in the 2024 regret of the season. Yeah, sorry for steering you in that direction. Trade option 1, Karaz plus Sully for Talangi and Ponga. 86 in the bank. If you really don't want Karaz, then that's fine. But then you're leaving yourself a little bit short in the centres, potentially. Yeah. Oh, no, you got Talangi as well. That's fine. That's potentially fine as well. I think the one trade's cool. Who to captain this week? Storm Boys for vice and captain. Grant is safe pick. Pap is upside play. I probably wouldn't go Pap. I think Fogs, I'm probably going to go with myself. So for you, Fogs or Grant would be the play, I think, in that one. That'll work well. Yeah, I think that's it. What's he got? Or is there a better plan for overhyped, underperforming Dragons and Bulldogs centres? Yeah, hopefully they score a bit better, I suppose, is the plan. Just use the one trade, I think, mate, and we'll go from there. So thanks, guys, for jumping into this one. Bunch of questions. Hope that helped you out with looking at your sides and what you probably want to look to see this week. Obviously, double trading every week right now. It's not the best, but it's obviously not the worst. You just need to hold off on going 3s and 4s once we get available to do that many trades per week. So thanks for this one, guys. We'll catch you in the scoop video, which will be the next one you see after the very mini buy, hold, sell. Thank you.